Good morning, sunshine. This is your longer morning class, and you might be feeling a little bit tired right now. I wanted to do a bit of a different vibe, have my little microphone here so that it feels like we're actually here doing it together, which one day we will be here in Italy doing some cool yoga, maybe down there by the beach. But for now, if you want to get pillows, blankets, blocks, anything that you think will help support you, go ahead and do that. And then once you do, let's just come seated on the mat in whatever position feels good for you, not forcing it. You already know that. Just taking this time to figure out what energy we got going on today. So just get comfortable and close your eyes. Just taking a little bit of inventory of your feelings, of what's coming up right now, using this as your baseline for today. Taking this time to maybe sit up a little bit taller, finding length through your spine. And then turning your attention inward towards your breath. Noticing if it's short and shallow. Maybe it's full. We're not here to change it, just here to observe. And before we begin our flow, I invite you to create a little intention for the day. You don't have to force it, just naturally, whatever comes up in your mind, let that be your intention for the day. Let's slowly begin to come into tabletop pose onto all fours. And we want to wake up every part of our body today. So starting through the fingertips, pressing into each of those. I don't know about you, but I have arthritis. So this feels very nice. I hope you don't have arthritis. So rolling into each of your fingers, maybe rocking back and forth on your wrists. Then we're going to bring the tops of the hands onto the mat. And this might be a little sensitive or it might feel really nice. So lean into it either way. If you want a deeper stretch, you can sink your hips back towards your heels. And then keeping your fingertips facing behind, we're going to bring the palms of the hands onto the mat. And bring them back to neutral. Let's curl the toes under now and start to lean back. We're going to lean forward and back now, just warming up the toes and the feet. It's crazy how the little tiniest parts of us need some love too, how often they get ignored or simply just overseen. So how can you give a little bit more love to each part of you today? From here, keeping the toes curled, we're going to sink back a little bit more, so dragging the hands in towards the knees. And this is all going to be up to you now and what feels good for you. For me, I can pull my knees all the way up and kind of just come into this toe stand, but for you, it might be somewhere else. And either way is okay. You just want to take note of where you're at. Listen to your body. Listen to your toes. And keep flowing with your breath here. You might be able to get a little bit deeper than you thought. You just focus on your breath. And when you're ready, bring your hands back out in front of you. Bring the tops of the feet on the mat and let's just pat them out. Give me a big sigh. And gently slowing it down. Let's sink into our cat-cows now, warming up the spine as we inhale, dropping the belly down, sending the gaze up. And exhale, curve your back, send your gaze down. Making sure we're not collapsing into the wrists, but also focusing on those fingertips and those toes still, noticing how they can help us out in this pose and through our practice today. As we come back to center, reach your right arm up towards the sky and feel that nice side body stretch. And exhale, thread the needle. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, thread the needle. Good job. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, this time release all the way down, dropping your right cheek onto the mat. Find freedom with your left arm here. Maybe it's behind your back, long out in front. You know what's best for you. Slowly bring that left arm back down if it was behind your back. We're going to come into crisscross shoulders. So we're going to bring that left arm over and in front of the right, and then sink down. Really breathing deep here, and with each exhale, letting go of tension living in your shoulders, your back, your neck. Let it go. Use your core and press into your knees as you guide your way back up to neutral. And just starting that flow on the opposite side. So inhaling as we reach the left arm up, and exhale as we thread the needle. Continuing this 3 more times before settling in, flowing at your own time, own pace, and with your breath. You're doing so good. I am so proud of you. And on this next one, let's settle in here, releasing a little bit deeper through the left side body. From here, coming into the crisscross arm, sliding that right arm in front of the left, and taking note of any differences here on this side compared to the last. Not trying to change it, simply observing. How can you be more of an observer of your life today, of your body, of your flows, your feelings, and your thoughts? Slide yourself back through center, pressing up into your all fours. Take a cleansing breath here. One more time. Let's send that right leg out long now, lifting it up off of the mat, squeezing your core, so bringing your belly button up towards your spine. If you feel comfortable here, you can extend your left arm out long on your inhale, and on the exhale, bringing them in together. So inhale as you find length, and exhale as you find connection. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Is it starting to rain? Huh? I think so, but I think we're safe here. I'm not sure. Okay, so let's keep that right leg out long. And on the exhale, let's step it up to the top of the mat. So we're going to rest here in a lizard pose. Take a few cleansing breaths here again, especially since we're working on the hips now. And we know that the hips store all kinds of fun stuff. Take an inhale in, and on your exhale, reach that right arm up towards the sky. Bring that right arm back down. We're going to curl the left toes under, lifting up. Then we're going to send that left leg, up to meet the right, coming into a little bit of a ragdoll pose here. You can heel toe your feet to be hip width apart. Let's just hang out here for a second. Letting any worries, any weight that we're holding on to, let it roll off of your spine. You can fully surrender and release here. It's safe. So keep letting go. This is the perfect cleansing before a long day. So just let it roll off of you. Whatever feels heavy, you can put it down. And then in your own time, let's roll all the way up, bringing the arms up towards the sky. Inhale in, and exhale. We're going to bring the shoulder blades together, elbows wide for cactus arms, opening up through the chest. Inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, chest opener. Inhaling up. Exhale as we open up. Inhale, bring your arms back up towards the sky. And exhale, we're going to swan dive our arms down. What I like to do here is bring, even if you really need to bend your knees here, to bring the palms of my hands underneath my feet. And then I kind of press my shoulder blades up towards the sky. And let's be gentle here. We don't want to force anything, but this gives a nice stretch through the back, the shoulders, the spine. And we can release here, bringing the hands onto the mat. We're going to step the left foot back, then the right, and make your way down however you'd like. If you want to take a chaturanga, if you want to just flow into up dog, whatever makes your heart happy, I'm here for it. Bringing to mind again your intention. Keep letting that flow with you. Press into the knees now, coming back onto all fours. Starting that flow on the opposite side. So kicking that left leg out long, along with the right arm. So the inhales, we expand, and on the exhales, we connect. Allowing these two energies to exist together, to flow together. Keeping a strong core here, knowing that you can trust your center. Your center lives your voice, your callings, your guide. Trust and move with your center. On this next one, let's drop the right hand back down to the ground. And we're going to kick that left leg up towards the top of the mat for lizard pose, taking a few deep breaths here. Keep a lightness in your hands, your wrists, your fingers. Keep your whole body engaged and present here. Take an inhale in, and on your exhale, send that left arm up towards the sky, breathing deep into your belly. A beautiful massage for those internal organs here. Inhale in, and exhale, release that hand back down. Curl your right toes under, lifting that back knee up, and then sending your right leg up towards the top of the mat. But this time we're going to keep our feet wide and sink down into a yogi squat. If you have your pillows block blanket here, you can place that underneath. If you want to keep your hands on the ground, you can. If you're not feeling like today is the day to go all the way down, then listen to that. I am just your friend, your guide, your teacher, I guess, today. But you know that your body holds power. So listen to that before me. If it feels good to rock side to side, lean into that. This is great for when you're sitting at the desk all day because our hips control so much. They're our connector to our legs and our back, which usually both feel sore whether we're standing all day or sitting all day. It's like, when are we going to win? You could go ahead, place your hands down to the mat and use them to lift your way up. So I'm going to turn to face you, but we're going to come onto the long side of the mat now. So keeping our legs apart, wherever feels comfortable for you. And we're just going to sink into one hip and then the other. So just rocking side to side. I don't know if it's my hips or my joints, but something is making some questionable noises. But hey, acceptance, right? Come back to center, and we're going to turn our toes slightly inward now. And just roll a little bit onto the outsides of your feet. This should feel really good on the outside of your shins. And this helps us because that is also connected to our IT band. And the IT band is connected to the hips. So all of this in some way or another should give you some flow for your office days. Definitely raining now. Definitely. Now come back onto the flat part of your feet and point your toes straight forward. Let's keep that right hand in the center now. Take an inhale in, and on the exhale, reach your left arm up. And exhale, drop that left arm down. Inhale in, and exhale, reach that right arm up. Let your breath help you release the tension. Let it go. Come back down to center and heel toe your feet together. So from here, our feet are touching. We're going to gently pop our booty out a little bit as we prepare for a chair pose. So sinking down, I'll rotate to the side so you can see. And you can reach your arms up, but for me, I like to keep them in the center because my shoulders don't like that. So find whatever feels good for you here. Just making sure we're connecting through our core, glutes, feet. Really leaning into the twists here. We're going to inhale in and exhale, twist over to the right. So bringing the outside of your left arm to the outside of your right leg. This also, for me, feels really good on my left shoulder. Gives a little bit of an additional stretch. Inhale in. Exhale, release back to center. And roll all the way back up, reaching your arms up to the sky. And exhale, bring them back to prayer pose into your chest as we sink our hips back down for chair pose. Inhale in. Exhale, twist to the left. You are doing so good. I'm so proud of you. You are balanced. You are safe. You are grounded. On your next exhale, release the hands back down and let's hang out here again for a nice ragdoll. Okay, so from here, we're going to step our left foot back. Keep that right leg forward. Drop your back knee. And then walk that right leg over to the left side of the mat as we sink down into a pigeon pose. So you can stay here, staying up for a few seconds before we crawl down into a lying pigeon. Exhale, release your way down. Again, if you want to use your pillows or block, please do so. And as you rest in this pose, I just want you to melt. How can you melt a little bit more into the mat? We're using this time to really clear out what doesn't deserve a home within us. We're doing this now so that when we start our day, we're fresh. We can fill it with the things that we know are truly meant for us and aligned for us. So keep letting go with your breath. Gently wake yourself up from this pose. Bring your hands to the mat. Press your way up, and let's lean in to the right hip. We're going to swing that left leg around. We're going to bring that left leg on top of the right for log legs. If that is a bit too much, then you can just bring it out in front. So again, listen to your body. And then once you get here, we're going to walk our hands back down. Press your way back up. And we're going to bring that left leg out in front now, leaning over into our left hip and sending that right leg back as we make our way into pigeon pose, but on the left side. Taking that 1 or 2 seconds up here, or 3 or 4 or 5 seconds, and then walking our way down into our sleeping pigeon. This pose I have a love-hate relationship with because it's like the good kind of pain that brings up the things that you need to see. But then there's that flip side where then you have to see it, and that can be really hard and uncomfy. But don't forget that you can trust yourself to see what you need to see. And your body shows you what you need to see. Your body is always working for you and with you, never against you, just like the universe. So feel free and safe to go into whatever is coming up for you right now. Bring your awareness now into your fingertips. With love, press your way on up, moving gently and slowly. Roll onto the outside of your left hip as we swing the left or the right leg forward. Wow, left and right really get me. And bringing that on top of the left thigh. So log legs once again. And then when you're ready, walking your hands out in front, coming into that nice fold. Any tension in your chest, your hands, anywhere that you feel yourself holding on, release it, let it go. Roll your way on up. Bring your hands behind you and let's send the legs out long and just shake them out. Keep letting out these sighs. And gently begin to slow it down. Maybe rotating the ankles. Let's begin to make our way lying down. Let's hug that right knee into the chest, giving it a nice rock side to side. Send your right arm out long and your gaze over to the right. Take an inhale in, and on your exhale, we're going to send that right leg over the left for a supine twist. Good job, and let's switch sides. Rolling back to center. Bring that left knee in. Give it a nice hug and rock. Send your left arm out wide, gaze to the left. Inhale in, and exhale, drop your left leg over your right. Come back to center. And this time coming into a nice happy baby pose. So you can either stay here in happy baby or rock side to side for a nice massage of your lower back. Your choice here as we come to the end of the practice. Bring your knees to touch now and wrap yourself up in a big, big hug, showing gratitude to yourself for showing up today, for getting on the mat, for choosing yourself, and for letting go. And as you rest here, surrender to the mat and to the ground beneath you. Notice how it keeps you safe and holds you up, even if you let go fully. You know that you're safe, protected, divinely guided. Let that feeling run through your veins, flow into your heart. Sit with that for the next few moments. I'll give you time to be still, to be with yourself. And exhales flow through your entire body. Let them be a reminder of life, of potential, of excitement, of smiles. Taking gentle note now of where your energy is at, as we did in the beginning. Continuing to just be an observer. And then in your own time, you can rotate onto one side before pressing your way up. And then when you're ready, press your way all the way up, back to a seated pose. I hope that you enjoyed today's practice, that you feel a little bit more cleansed and ready for the day. I'm so grateful for you. I'm so proud of you. Let whatever no longer serves you just roll off of your back, off of your body. Let's welcome in some goodness for today. I'm so grateful.